So welcome, happy Labor Day, Dr. Nanette Tummers and Lydia Tummers, and Lucy's a little off camera. So I wanted to offer a class that would be seated. You could do it standing, but I wanted to be able to kind of give a class that we're a little less focused on the physical benefits. Those are going to come, but what really is so powerful about movement is the mental health and cognitive benefits that we get in one dose. And that maybe just kind of checking in, kind of taking a moment to how am I feeling physically, how am I feeling emotionally, how am I feeling just in my environment, in my life right now. And then if I remember, at the end of class, we'll talk about, kind of do a post-test. So I've been really enjoying learning more and kind of going away from the exercise physiology to the kinesiology, pulling back the lens of how movement has served humankind forever as yes, the physical health benefits, but also the social, when we connect, even here, connecting with friends and puppies and being outdoors, those ways of connecting with our environment, a place where we might feel safe, the mental health benefits of less depression, less anxiety, a mood benefit, how it improves our brain, our focus, our thinking, our memory. It's pretty powerful, but it's really about your agency of making that happen. So if anything I do today doesn't fit you, you can change it. I know that I go to classes and they're, and all kinds of, you can modify it. Well, how do I do it? Listen to your body, and I'll offer some as well. So let's begin. So a chair would be what you need. I like mine because I'm not hitting the arms at all. I'm on a nice sturdy surface, wearing clothes that let me move comfortably. I have water nearby. We're going to use a little bit of music. So taking a moment to just do that pre-test, that I call it a check-in, and letting your body feel that as we ground down. We feel connected to the earth, wiggle your toes, push down, and then lengthen. Sit as tall and strong as you comfortably can. And perhaps closing your eyes and taking a moment to just find your breath. Find your breath. If you can seal your mouth and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, or pursed lips would be like a whistle or blowing out a candle. Very soft, very light. Letting your hands relax. And doing that check-in. And not pushing away what you don't like and grabbing, or it should be this way. Just see what's showing up. And this is really a practice of mindfulness, paying attention without a lot of judgment, because we kind of cloud stuff with our Judge Judy attitude. And then finding what we call seated mountain, kind of shifting the gift so we find the bottom of the pelvis, the ischium, or the sit bones. And as we press down through the feet, solid legs, and you see how my knees are straight to you. They're not open, they're not sunken in. Find that proud, dignified posture. And we'll start just some gentle movement. So paying attention, going slow enough that it fits you. So inhale, reaching to me. And then exhale, palms pressing down. And one more time, I'm going to hinge a little bit like I'm pushing water. Reaching up and then pushing down. And I'm making breathing noises to remind you to breathe. And one more time, hinge, reach to the back of the room. Push that water forward. Lift And then exhale like you're finger painting on a wall or just draping your fingers on a waterfall. Let it soften. Inhale out to the side, gather up the sun and bring it into your heart. So press through the feet, lift through the heart, lift out of the waist, bring it in. And then hands, if this is available, bring it all into your heart. And one more time, see if you can add a little more lifting of the heart, reaching behind you, open up. Relax those shoulders. And then leave it here into a side. So I'm holding the earth or the sun or beach ball, but I'm not caving it. Nice and long. Holding on to the left side of your chair. Find a little stretch, reach. And now flip your palm and paint the ceiling and the side wall. And now reach to the back corner. And make sure you haven't dipped in the other shoulder. Inhale, open, salute the sun, relax the shoulders. Hold on like you're holding on to a gift or something soft. Take it to the side, lift, side, not collapsing, lift. And this time your right hand's just gonna hold on gently. Find that long spine and then just push away. Like you're dusting the ceiling, dust the walls, and then point to the back of the room. And then fingertips to your shoulders, round, tuck in that tailbone so it's gonna move on the chair, tuck the belly, the heart, and then open your heart. So this is cat. We might add a little bit of arms to look down and then press into those sit bones. Open, reach, lift, and maybe look up this time. And one more time, like we're giving a big hug in front, round, and open, and just find joy, this universal shape of joy. And then push those walls, push them away, and then let it float. And just let yourself kind of melt down, roll those shoulders back and down. And I always go backwards. Habit, let's go forward. So just moving in that shoulder joint and coming back to our mountain. And our mountain, if at any time you need to kind of rest, you can fold your arms, bring your chin into your sternal notch, your collarbones where they meet. I'm not collapsing. I don't want my heart to go too far down. We want to make sure we keep that blood pressure going. And then the last part of our sun salute is to open the heart, relax those shoulders, palms up, and I'm just turning to the side, turning my belly button and heart, looking over my shoulder, what's going on back there. Take it up to the sun, and we'll grab on, find that quarter moon, push away. Bring it forward like you're showing me a cookie tray. And then hinge a little bit deeper, hinge, strong core. And then we'll look behind us. Bye, Lucy. And release. Inhale up, relax so it's not tight here, and just a gentle turn. Breathe. Kind of notice where your brain goes, planning or lamenting or ruminating, and just kind of smile at it and go, okay, there I go. And then push away. And then give me just a long back here, and then you're going to hinge and go a little bit deeper as you trace the horizon, stand up tall. Look behind you. And then reach to the back of the room and just do a little belly dance for those wrists. Bring them up. So saluting the sun. We're halfway there. Let's go the other way. Lift out of the waist. chill those here because they always want to kind of jump in. And then lift up, draw a beautiful circle, reach. And then you're going to reach to me, draw a beautiful circle. And perhaps I'll bend my elbows. And then reach and complete the circle. And then behind you, bent elbows. Reach behind you, draw that circle. And then taking the left hand, palm up, draw the circle on the horizon. Turn and touch your right shoulder. And around. And then we'll complete it, follow it. And then the right arm. So take it up. Nice strong spine. Engage those core muscles. Draw your circle. Turn and just tap your left shoulder. And then extend out. Reach through those fingertips. Engaging that whole body. And follow it. And then release it. Stepping your left foot. And you're just going to do a little belly dance with that ankle. And the other way. So we're going to get everything working today. And then I'll just scoot back a little bit. And I'm just opening and closing, almost like I'm doing an impatient tap and opening and close. You see how my knee is right over. And then I'm going to take that impatient tap and like I'm stepping over a curve. I'm going to sit at the edge of my seat, especially if you're on a chair that kind of sinks. You really want a flat chair if that's available. And then I'm going to leave it here, hands to my heart. My shoulders and my hips are facing you. This may be too much, so you might bring it in a little bit. So test it for you. And then open the hands, reach through the fingertips, lovingly look over your left. That dristi, that focus. And then I'm going to hinge to the left, flip my palm, and come into reverse warrior. And then inhale, open, expand. I'm going to hold on to my chair and come into extended side angle. And open, breathe, flow. Exhale. So we're moving with the breath. I can bend that elbow and then reach. I can bend my elbow and come into that, but I'm not collapsing. Lift. And then lift up. Pick up this left knee and give it a little rockabye baby, a little movement in that hip. You can keep your toe down. And then show me your soul as you flex down, toe up, hold on to your chair. And lift. This is called pyramid. As you reach, feel in the hamstring. And now drop that hand and put on tights, woolly tights, compression stockings, Spanx, whatever. Lift it up, yawn it up. And just open up. We're not forcing strong core as you open. And just let those shoulders swim back. You can put your fingertips on your shoulders. Just look. Lift that elbow. We're moving fluids. So lymphatic, that's kind of the rotor-rooter. Synovial, bathing those bones in fluid. All good, those joints. So we'll pick up the right ankle circle. Strong core here, ankle circle. And then that flexing side and front, I'm adjusting so that my knee is over this ankle. It's solid, it's still in mountain. This is just moving in that hip. And I'm lifting my toe, getting a little movement in that ankle. I could tap it. And then over the curve, like you're getting out of a sports car. I'm keeping that core engaged. I'm trying not to dip. Lift it up. This is work. And then find where it fits you. This stays solid. This is solid. Knee towards the toes. Wherever it feels for you. Hands to heart space. And then open up. Find that drishti over the right fingertip. Reach through the fingertips. Wiggle. Make it rain. Make it rain. And then that vinyasa, which means just flowing with breath. Inhale. Let the inhale lift you and the exhale calming, but you're reaching. You can bend those elbows like a scarecrow. You can use your chair. You can bend that elbow or put it on the inside of the knee. Excuse me. Peek the chicken. Just feeling those ribs pull apart. Open up. Find that length, that proud posture. Slowly bring that right knee in, little circles, or this is called rocking the baby, but we don't want the baby to wake up. Nice and easy. Go gentle. We're still working here. And you can't see her, but Lydia's right here, making sure I do my work. She is my taskmaster. So I'm digging in my heel, my toe is pointed up. I'm finding a little bit of length here. Maybe adding arms, or a little higher, a little more. And then flattening that foot down, starting rounding, pulling, and sliding it in. We're just gonna, I dream of genie here, so grab onto your elbows, lift them. I'm not trying to yank them or pull them over my head. I'm gently turning. I'm gently turning. If you don't know if I dream of genie, get up, lift, and then open your hands. So I want jazz hands. Lift up, jazz those hands. Feel the skin stretch and open. We're going to bring those elbows together if they make it, and press into the hands. Pull the elbows apart and then let them kind of kiss, and just wander your feelings of gratitude and thankfulness. Let it go all over the place to all the people you care about. And then bring it in, just a little bit of elbow grease here. Lift the heart and then let it go, and just have a little meltdown for me. Let yourself relax. Still nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back and down. Lift. And the left arm is just going to circle front and then circle back. And bringing it across your body. Lift it like you've got a ribbon in your hand or a scarf. And you're just floating it around. Your internal rotation and then external rotation. You can add a little more movement in the spine. Move your head. I don't care what it looks like. I want you to feel it moving around. And now the right arm, and you might, I call this corkscrew, where you're just trying it here and then maybe adding a little more, almost like you are moving a lasso, or you can make it a little more energetic, a little more, but check in with you, what fits you best, and have a little compassion and caring that maybe one side not quite the same. I'll do the wave with my right arm and it's like woo, and then the left is kind of, and it's just breaking through habits. Our body has habits for a reason. We don't have to think about walking or getting off a chair. Ooh, my toes just said, I want to move. They just said, let's wiggle toes. It just happened, yeah. And if anything just happens, you're like, I want to do this, then rock that. And then taking your left elbow, like you're holding a little playground ball, we're just going to move it to the left. And then switch your hands. I want you to move your hands, go to the right. And the top hand is what does the movement. But keep the ball. Don't let this one go faster. And then over to the right. You're going to meet me in the middle and just push the ball and pull it towards me. Push the ball and pull it towards you, sorry. And then lift the ball. We did this before. Lift the ball and throw it away. And then we're going to grab the ball again, left elbow. We're going to step out like we did before that, over the curb. We're going to just take it to the left and switch and just come back to center. This knee is solid, so you're turning and bringing it back. Turning, I'm switching, I'm moving my wrists. This is a violin concerto, so move your hands like a violinist or cello player. Push to the corner, bring it back, and now push. And then that cat, round it back. Bring this foot back in. And just lift your heels. So I want you to lift almost as if you're going to stand up. So you're putting the weight down, putting the weight down. Imagine you have one of those Tide capsules where all the detergent's in there and you're just squishing it. Or maybe a lemon that's old, but you got to get 1 teaspoon out of it. Push it down. And then both. And then hold on to your chair, just lift your feet. Oh my goodness, what is she doing? Yeah. It's a little core engagement, yeah. You could do one at a time. And then over the curve to the right, get at the edge of your chair. I hope you're not, I teach at a place where we have a slippery slope and it throws you off. So maybe even sit on a coffee table or a bench. And now the left elbow's up. You're holding that ball. Warm up your hands. Connect with it. Turn. And around. And move those wrists. Maybe wiggle those fingers. Maybe like a kitty cat that's massaging you, making muffins. Move your hands. Just fun. It doesn't have to be the way I'm doing it. And then we're going to push, reach. Let those fingers relax as you pull back. And a little bit of elbow grease, engage, and just push. Almost like you're pushing through water, the ball, and then glide it back. Move those wrists. Here's your last one. I don't want this puppy to fall apart, so keep it there. And bring it back. And then walk this puppy back, nice and tall. And just a little knee, I want you to point, and now flex like you're wearing a heavy ski boot. And just draw some circles. We're doing a little hula hoop. And then we'll penguin down, press. And then we'll add the arms like you're holding that hoop, hula hoop, hula hoop. Take that hoop, so that hula hoop, it's got all kinds of streamers and sparklers. And then lift, kind of tickle the clouds, reach just a little behind you without letting those shoulders scrunch. Stretch out those hands. And then like you're doing a fingerprint, press into your thumb, middle, ring, pinky, you're really pressing into that thumb, and then let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. And then walking on back to the end of your chair. So I love this chair. This is my IKEA chair. It is flat. You might have to, look around the house or see what you got down in the basement, or ask someone, hey, do you have a flat chair? And now I'm using the back of the chair. Here we had to engage our core, and we don't do that a lot. So I really want you to use that flat chair so it's almost like you're standing. And then we'll go on back and let the chair back just touch your shoulder blades, your angel wings. And we're going to take a moment now to just kind of assimilate or soak in what we've done. I know you're like, oh, I'm done. Take a moment to just soak it in. And I really feel that is, when we look at these ancient practices, what is it that speak to us? What is it that makes these miraculous changes? And without trying to Americanize it into fitness. And I've heard of nonsense of, high intensity interval yoga. I'm just like, yeah, no. So taking a moment still to stand up tall. We haven't slumped. Feeling, as we close our eyes, I just want you to work on that interoception, the messages from my body, not emotions, although we can listen to those as well, but my heart rate, my gut, my breathing, my feet on the floor. Where is my head? So can I kind of shut that drawer and bring my ears over my shoulders? That's just one that I need to be more aware of. And then lifting, so I'm not collapsing the spine and honoring its gorgeous curves. And maybe just taking a moment where you might hold stress in your body. So it might be clenched jaw, furrowed brow, tightness in the throat, tightness in the heart space. Maybe a clenching of the belly, the legs moving, the hands scratching. And could you suggest, just backing off a little bit, softening. Oh, and I forgot the trapped in the trapezius, that tightness in the muscles right where it joins into the neck. You may notice all of those areas, one in particular, just smiling, offering compassion. We can be rather nasty to ourselves. And taking a slow, comfortably deep breath in, and the same out. See if you can seal the lips, breathe in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. That can really register with the kind of downshifting, the coming back into balance, as opposed to mouth breathing that sends a signal to our body, get ready to rumble, fight or flight, or freeze. And here we are, just balancing back into homeostasis. Everything is where and doing what it needs to be doing, effortlessly. maybe adding a word, calm. There's something about the word ending in an M or N that's calming, almost a humming, a purring. Calm, shalom, ocean. Or perhaps you've heard the sound of Om. Pick one that resonates with you and just fill up those lungs and let it permeate into every cell. And then bringing your hands to your heart space and just taking a moment of gratitude, taking this time for your health, for your well-being, for your vitality. And thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey, Lydia, come here. Did you want to say hi? Yeah. They just watched this to see you, little girl. So this is my calming puppy. And I wish you well. Take care. Come on, Lids, help me, Lids.